Tonight I am configuring Snort. Snort is an intrusion detection system, which is also an intrusion prevention system as well. What this is going to do is it's going to analyze your data and it's going to alert you if there are any issues. You can simply go to downloads, find whichever install you need, and then you're able to go. So I've already installed it, so we're going to jump right into it. First thing we're going to do is going to change the directory to the Snort folder. Then we're going to go into the bin. From here, we're going to type in directory. This is going to list all of the files. As you notice, there are a lot of them. You have config, rules, even your PCAP, which is going to be used with your Wireshark, which you will get to. You're able to slim down your search by typing in asterisk, then whatever you'd like. So you can say type in config, you can go to your rules, it'll only show your rules. So as you see, there's no other files listed there. You can also do the same thing with PCAP, which again, this is the file that we're going to be using. So we're going to go to the logs file, and we're going to wait a second. We're going to type in directory just to see the files. The very next thing you're going to want to do is download Wireshark. Wireshark is a protocol analyzer. Simply, it lets you sniff packets that are going across the network. You're able to use these with Snort, which we're going to analyze. So I'm going to go ahead and run Wireshark. As you see, you have your different interfaces here which you can scan, but we're not going to be scanning, we're actually going to be opening a file. So I'm already in the folder, we're just going to go back, go to the C drive, Snort folder, into the bin, which is where our file is. I'm going to scroll down and we're going to select the PCAP. So here is data that has already been sniffed out on the network. There are a couple different things that you're able to do. You can come up here, you can filter things so that you're only able to see, say, TCP packets. You're also able to, say, sort it out to HTTP only. So we are done with Wireshark. Gonna go back to the command prompt. We're gonna go ahead and run Snort. So we're just gonna go back to the bin folder. And in here we're gonna run a command. We are going to run snort tech t, which allows us to do a test without triggering alerts. Then we're going to run tech c, which uses a particular file, and then the file we're going to use is snort630.config. Going to type in the command tech l. This is what we want to use, log, and we are going to log it to the location log, and we are going to write it as CSEC630.pcap. This is the file we're going to read. As you see, you're going to get a lot of data, but what we're concerned about right now is that it has ran successfully. To show that this is ran now, what we're going to do, because you already see the alert file, we are going to delete that file, and I am going to run the, actually I'm going to go back, going to directory so you can see that the file is no longer there. Then we're going to go back to the bin file. We are going to rerun that command, so I'm going to type it in. And again, it's going to show us the file. We're going to save it, and then we're going to use the pcat. It's going to run. From here, we're going to go ahead and change back to the log folder. Going to run directory, and you're going to see the alert. So we're going to open up the alert using Notepad. This is going to show us everything that Snort ran through. So we're going to exit this, and we're going to go back to the bin file, and got a little finger heavy there. And what we are going to do is open up the rules. So depending on whether you're using 64 or 32-bit, your commands are going to be different. I'm using 64, so I have to open up a Notepad. So we're going to open this up, and this is our rules. This is what Snort is going to use. So everything with the pound signed is common. So if you didn't want to use the files, if you didn't want to use that rule, you could just add a pound symbol to it, and then it will block out that alert. Before we do make any changes, we would like to make a copy of it. So we're going to make a copy of the rules file, and we are going to save it as .org, which is the original. We're going to go ahead and run a directory *period rules, and you're going to see all of the files again, and you're going to see the file that we're using. But you're not going to see the file that I just copied because it has the ending .org, which is seen here. So we're going to open this up, and if you did want to make any changes, add any rules, this is where you go to. You can add pound signs to block them out.